Welcome to my Fresh Start series where I'll be attempting to make 1 billion GP from scratch in 6 months. If you would like to watch the previous episode or catch up on the whole series, the links can be found in the description below. In the last episode, I finished all preparations to complete my account and to finish off the series. By finishing up Dragon Slayer 2 and unlocking the Ava's Assembler, slaying Zuck in the Inferno, and claiming another best in slot, and finished off all remaining quests needed to start my endgame PVM journey. Everything I've done so far in this series has led up to this point. The end is in sight, and all we have left to do is double the bank. But before we go any further, a quick word from today's sponsor. Introducing the best turn-based RPG available on mobile and PC, Raid Shadow Legends. And why is Raid so popular? I'm gonna break it down for you. The game has regular content updates with a steady stream of new updates coming to the game. Arena matches, where you can test the strength of your team versus the might of others in PvP battles. The Index, which allows you to research champions in the game, look up their skills and plan effective counter strategies, or even just select some that you'd like to have. And finally, my personal favourite, Dwarfs, which I'm currently in the process of training up and building a small army of these fellas. And although I don't have a legendary dwarf to lead the squad yet, I did manage to summon this guy with an ancient shard, and I think he's more than up for the task. Raid is also celebrating its 4th year anniversary, and there's tons of stuff to get excited about. Free gifts, promo codes, a brand new fusion event where you can get your hands on anniversary themed legendary champions. Take a trip down memory lane with a recap video of all of your stats in Raid. And for any Amazon Prime members who just got Gembo, log in today and claim your free powerful Savage gear available until March the 30th. New players who use my link or QR code will get a free starter pack with all of this cool in-game loot. The first piece of endgame content I decided to go to was the Chambers of Xeric, and in very Chamber of Xeric fashion, we didn't receive anything. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm still pretty burnt out from that time. I did 300 solos and got free back-to-back Din's Bulwarks. This place will never be the same to me. We are gonna go and do ourselves some TOA raids right now. I've got a team waiting. These are gonna be the first Tombs of Amascut raids that I have done on Fresh Start Worlds, and the first I've done in a while. Luckily for me though, my gear was practically made for this content. It almost seems too convenient, almost as if it was always a part of the plan. Oh my god, look how many tasks I just completed. Oh, I am definitely very rusty here, but we did manage to kill the boss and not die. That's the main thing. Do we get the Fred? Do we get a duel? Let's have a look. 170k. I'll take it. I died at Akka again, so I don't think I'm gonna get myself the Ava's upgrade, but it is what it is. No purple. We're going crazy. We're doing a 400 raid. This is the 3rd raid. I've not done any of this content in like 5 months. Jesus Christ. Let's go. Better get moving. And we actually got rewarded. It's purple. You know what would be nice? A nice cozy Tumuk and Shadow. God damn it. I am going to buy the Light Bearer for 7.7 mil. That is the last traded price of this thing. It's actually going to be kind of useful. It's not worth the most, but it is actually a very useful item. The Fred has been achieved. We can now upgrade the rune pouch. And there we go. Now we can have up to 4 different runes in at one time. Would have been really nice for the Inferno, but there's no guarantee on what KC you're going to get the Fred. Saves me an inventory space now as well, so that's going to come really in handy. Nothing to see here. Just making myself more presentable. It is time for some upgrades. First, I'm going to buy myself the Blood Fury, which is going to make a huge difference, and I'm hoping it's going to pay for itself. I'm also going to leave an offer in for the BGS, which hopefully buys. That is my first Deathless 350 plus. And is it purple? It's not purple. It's okay though. I get myself the Missouri crafting kit. At the moment, with my Avas being blue, kinda looks a little bit out of place. Let's see if it looks even worse with this. It looks probably just as much out of place, to be honest. We're doing it. The Mystic isn't quite cutting it, so I've gone ahead and I've made the upgrade. It's not gonna help me hit any higher, but it's a little bit more tanky than the Mystic, and it's a little bit more accurate. Ooh, the red gem. I don't have this one. Of course it wouldn't be the useful one. Of course. Oh my god. I used 2 ambrosia like before I even got in here. Oh my days. It may get me killed. Oh no, it actually might. Oh my god, there we go. 97 range. And it actually got me killed. Some of you may remember a few videos back where I sacrificed the heavy frame that I got from the demonic gorillas. And for some reason it sacrificed for over 50 million GP in Death's Coffer. I still don't know why, but I'm so glad that I did. Because I would be down bad right now. The last few TOAs that I've done, I've been pushing up to 400 raid level. I'm having some real difficulty right now with completing these raids in under 40 minutes. I think the closest I got was around 41. And that was a super fast one. With this gear, the Bofa being the best in slot that I have, it's really difficult without really good RNG. I'm still going to keep trying it because I don't lose anything from trying. Feast your eyes on that. What a lineup. Second Fred, we'll take it. The Bandos Godsword has Bolt. That is going to be super nice, especially inside of TOA. Damn it, dude. I had an Ambrosia as well. I didn't. Scuffed equals stuff. No way, is that in my name? The person with the least DPS, the most deaths. 28 kills is my first purple. Let's see what we get. Mate, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. What is with my luck, bro? First purple in my name. Oh my days. How does it keep happening? That is kind of nuts. The question now is there anybody that's gonna buy this? If it's okay with my teammates here, I would love to use it for a raid or two. Maybe while we're trying to find someone to buy it. I'm so happy, man. Decisions are being made. Primordial boots are coming out. They've not bought in about a week now. We will be repurchasing the Tormented bracelet. Equipping the staff for the very first time here on Fresh Start Worlds. Oh, look at it. Been playing with people that are using this, but it's insignificant to me. But now that I have one in my hands, power I'm wielding right here. It's like the twisted bow, but the magic equivalent. Oh, it looks so good. Let's go use this bad boy. Let's see what it can do. You guys don't understand how bad the trident is here compared to this. My max hit's a 68. I feel so much stronger now. To be perfectly honest though, if you compare the Tomb of Shadow to any existing mage weapon that we have right now, it's gonna make it look bad. This thing is on a different level. And not to mention, it was perfectly designed for this content. And even with the Bofa and Full Crystal being so good here, there's still such a noticeable difference when you upgrade. You probably could tell I had a lot of fun using this thing. But we did actually end up selling it for a grand total of 1.4 bill. And of course, I had 2 teammates with me when we got the staff. So we all ended up walking away with 466 mil. Not bad for the first purple. Not bad at all. I've just put the platinum token inside of the bank, and we are currently at 985 mil. We are 15 mil away. If I uncharge everything that I have in here, I may actually be at the 1 bill. So I'm going to see if I can do that real quick. I have no idea what's in here. Some free money right there. Another 750k. I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel right now. I'm checking coffers. I don't even know if there's money inside. Please. Oh, wow, there's actually 800k in here, no way. I thought I took that out. I was really digging deep for that one. Well, that's an extra 1.5 mil. I've just uncharged everything that I have. My trident, my blowpipe, my serpentine helm, my rune pouch. I've just taken a look at how much we have in the bank, and we currently are 2 mil away from the goal. We are so close, yet so far. We're basically 1 drop away from completing. Let's go get our final purple. Come on. Yes! Something nice to finish the series off, shall we? Missouri top, maybe some chaps, you know? Maybe another staff. I love this game. It is 10 mil, it is what it is. It should hopefully be enough to push us over the 1 bill mark. There's our ring split. Okay, hopefully this is going to be enough to finish the series. Let's have a look. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The 1 billion GP bank has been achieved. And we still have 1 month and 20 days remaining, which means it took me just over 4 months to complete the goal. I've played for a total of 35 days. I feel like I've made a very nice account in that time. Pretty goddamn good stats. 110 combat. Done a hell of a lot of questing to get here. Pretty much have all of the solid milestones checked off along the way. The account's solid. It's a well-rounded account. So what happens next is now the question. I've actually been giving it a lot of thought and consideration. At this point, we're less than 2 months away until the closure of these servers. The worlds at this point have been pretty consistent with the numbers and player base. The people who are playing have pretty much played throughout. Surprisingly, they haven't actually dwindled as much as I thought they would. However, it is slowly but surely coming to an end. And there are still some items here on Fresh Start Worlds which are incredibly expensive versus their old school RuneScape counterpart. The occult necklace here on Fresh Start Worlds is 7 million gold. I feel like people kind of forget just how difficult these are to get. It requires 90 free Slayer, and you also have to be on task to get one of these. In the main game, the last time I checked, an occult necklace was 300k. It really just goes to show that if there isn't like an over surplus of them, the prices are kind of crazy, and the occult necklace is insanely good. 10% magic damage. Like, this thing is busted. So what I'm planning to do first is I'm going to sell all of the items that I have in here that are selling for substantially more on Fresh Start Worlds versus old school RuneScape. The closer I wait until the servers merge, the more and more these items are going to decrease in value. Overnight, all of these items have sold. You might be able to tell that there's quite a big disparity between the prices here on Fresh Start Worlds versus those on the main game. The price difference is quite significant, and since I'm going to be making the swap over to the main game very soon, it's really important that I sell these items and lock in the profits while I can. Dragon boots on the main game go for 130,000 gold. And I've just sold this pair for 900k. Kind of cranked. And what I'm going to do while the rest of the items sell, I'm going to put some offers in the Grand Exchange for some Dragon Bones. Because I plan to take advantage of the fact that I'm on Fresh Start Worlds, and I can basically go and get my prayer level up to 77, which is required for Rigor and Augury. I should be able to do so with not that much of a problem. I've got just over 1,000 bones here to do. I'm really hoping I can do all of this in peace. Also, if any of you guys didn't know, Jagex recently did an update, which is really nice. Whenever you used to use the Chaos Altar, the bones used to disappear from wherever you clicked, but now they get taken from the top every time. The final bone and 77 prayer, which now means we have access to Rigor and Augury. We just need to get the prayer scrolls. I've just finished up selling everything that I could in the Grand Exchange here. We managed to get 246 mil. I sold the Bandos chestplate for 33 mil, and I think the Tassets for 30. They're about 10 mil cheaper per piece on the main game. We should have hopefully saved a fair bit of GP by doing that. It's now time that we opt out, and what it's going to mean is we have to wait 3 days before our account gets transferred over to the main game. Actually feels a little bit sad leaving all these people behind. Been here since the very beginning, most of them. But something that I thought would be interesting before we do merge to the main game is just to take a look at the bank value right here. I've gone through my entire bank and I've pretty much price checked all of the items here on Fresh Start Worlds versus the main game, and I think I've got most of the items that are worth selling, but there's always a chance I might have missed something. Hopefully this number doesn't change too much. We have logged in to the main game. Feels weird being on this account with these people. I've been locked inside of a 6-month game mode, and we've now been released. This is strange. I wonder if anything got fucked up in the process coming over. I go inside the bank and everything's gone. Okay, 974 mil. Thought it might have been a little bit less than that, to be perfectly honest. To be fair, a lot of the money that I do have is currently just in platinum tokens and just raw cash anyways. The bank has only gone down 5 mil. All of the items that I couldn't purchase on the Fresh Start Worlds. The Arcane Perch Scroll was about 30 mil. The Dexterous is 90 to 100 mil. I have no idea what the Torn Prayer Scroll goes for. And the Avernic Defender, the last sold, was 2 months ago for 125 mil. I don't think there was much hope in getting one of these unless I were to get it in my actual name. That is Augury, Rigor, and finally, the Avernic upgrade. And of course, the series wouldn't be complete without finishing up the account and its stats. Sitting at a very comfy 113 combat, with no immediate plans of going any higher. When I first started this series, I knew that I wanted to do it in a certain way. In a way that wasn't necessarily the fastest or the most efficient, but in a way that's more realistic for the average player. By progressing an account in an order that I think the average player would find more suitable, which hopefully I've done an okay job of. Instead of going for max efficiency, grinding out max stats, and jumping straight to endgame content to complete the goal as fast as possible, I tried to play through as much of the game and its various stages of content. starting with low requirement moneymakers, building foundations with the supplies of cash, and reinvesting into the account along the way, trying to stay as resourceful as possible by making money and steadily progressing the account hand in hand. And not to mention, it's actually been a few years since I last played through old school RuneScape's early to mid-game content. In fact, the last time I did, the Song of the Elves wasn't even a thing. There was no Prifinus, no crystal armor, no Bofa. All of that content was completely new to me. And it's honestly been so refreshing to go back and play through the game properly and see where Jagex have made improvements, and in some cases like the Song of the Elves, filled a massive void of progressional content which previously didn't exist. And this time, playing through RuneScape's mid to late game content stages now feels a lot more clear, with a more obvious direction of progression, while having more options for PVM and money making than there's ever been. And don't get me wrong, it's far from perfect. There's definitely room for improvement, especially around the mid to late game content. But overall, this has been the most enjoyable playthrough of the game I've ever had. Which honestly makes me feel very optimistic. Jagex have clearly been taking notes, and although slowly, have been filling in crucial content where it's needed. I'd like to finish off by thanking all of the people I've made friends with on the Fresh Start Worlds, all of you guys for watching the content, and of course all of the absolute legends who support me here through channel memberships.